Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope you all are doing good. I'm your English teacher. In previous lecture, we studied about simple present tense, and we have learned that when the subject is singular, like he, she, it, or a name, so we use ses or ies with verb is depending on the way the verb ends. So today we will learn that when the subject is plural, so we don't use ses or ies with verb. As you can see here, they work in London. So the subject is plural, that's why we don't put s or es over here. Next is we go to school. So as you can see, the subject is again plural, so that's why we haven't put s or es over here with the verb. Secondly, you can see that the third one is you study English, so we haven't put s, es or ies with the verb. And the last one is I play football, so we are not putting s or es or ies with the subject I. Okay, so dear students, I think it's clear to you that when the subject is he, she, it, or a name, so we will put s, es or ies with the verb. And when the subject is I, you, or any plural subject, so we will not put s, es, or ies. Now let's do some exercise work. So open your English practice book, take out page number 25. Simple present tense. The simple present tense is when you use a verb to tell about things that happen continually in the present, like every day, every week, or every month. We use the simple present tense for anything that happens often or is factual. Here are a few examples, like I go to school every day. So it's a everyday action, but as you can see, the subject is I, so that's why we will not put s or es or ies with verb. We play outside after school each day. So it's everyday work action. So as you can see, the subject is we. It's a plural one, so that's why we will not put s, es or ies with verb. Every Monday they eat spaghetti for dinner. So as you can see, the subject is plural, that's why we are not putting s, es or ies with the verb. In simple present tense, where he, she, it, or a name is the subject, verbs can end in s or es depending on the way the verbs end. As we studied yesterday, for most words such as just add s to end the verb, end of the verb. Examples: calls, sends, wants. Like in some verbs we use only s, and in some verbs we use es. For some words, however, you will need to add es to the end of the verb. Examples: goes, fixes. Understand? Like in some verbs we just only add s, and in some verbs we use es. It depends on verb. For verbs ending in y, okay, those verbs who end with y, change the which end with y, change the y to ie, as I discussed with you in my previous lecture, and add s. Examples: worry. As you can see, the worry spelling is WORRY. So we will change this y into IE and we will add s. Understand? Secondly, studies. As you can see, the study spelling is STUDY. So we will change this y into IE and we will add s. Similarly, dries and flies. I work in London. Subject is I. So that's why we are not putting s or es or ies with verb. Secondly, they work in Manchester. Again, the subject is plural, so that's why we are not putting s or es or ies with verb. Secondly is he works in an office. So the subject is he. It's a singular subject, so that's why we will put s, es or ies depending on the way the verb ends. You study English. Subject is you, that's why we are not putting s or es. We study geography. Subject is plural, we are not putting s or es over here. She studies French, so the subject is singular, that's why we put it ies with verb. I finish early, subject is I, we are not putting S or ES over here. You finish late, subject is you, that's why we are not putting S or ES over here, but the subject is John, it's a name, so that's why we have put SES over here. John finishes tomorrow. You pass your exams, subject is you, that's why we are not putting S or ES over here. They pass their exams, subject is plural, so that's why there is no S or ES over here with verb. And Maria passes her exams, so that's why the Maria is singular noun, we are putting ES over here. They do their homework, we do our homework, and she does her homework. So the difference is that it's a plural subject, so that's why we are not putting ES over here or S over here. Subject is again plural, we are not putting S or ES over here, but the subject is singular, that's why we will use ES over here. Okay, she does her homework. We have a nice car, so the subject is plural, so that's why we will put have over here. You have a big car, subject is you, that's why we will use have over here. But when the subject is noun like Fred, a singular noun like Fred, so we will use has over here. Fred has a black car. I play chess very badly. As you can see, I is singular noun, but it's a rule that we will not use S or ES or IES with I. So that's why I play chess very badly. Your sister plays very well. So the subject is singular, sister. So that's why we will use S over here. The chef mixes the flour with the water. So chef is singular noun, so we will use ES over here. So I think it's clear to you now. This is your task. You have to do this exercise by your own. As you can see on page number 26, here is the other part of this exercise, so you have to do it by yourself. You can take help from yesterday's lecture and today's lectures as well, and you can take help from these examples as well. I think this is enough for today. Thank you so much, my dear students. Allah Hafiz.